So check this out. This Sunny Days 305 Degrees podcast. And on this segment, I got the young king, the young God. I'm not sure if he know that. I'm kind of thinking he knows that, you know. But it's an honor for us to have one of our young guests to come on the podcast, Brother Dominique. And Brother Dominique, tell us don't go into the high vibrational part of it, but tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your situation, and talk up.
I'm Dominic, 16 years old. Used to want to be a little game banger, stuff like that. Used to hang around them type of folks. Now I'm trying to invest in real estate, become a little real estate investor, start my own little thing, clothing brand, dropping soon, Yeah.
So good. That's a good introduction. And my name is Brother Albert Campbell. I am an executive member of the Circle Brotherhood, and my job, my assignment, not from my supervisor, not from the president of our organization, but my assignment is from God. When I ask God, I say, God, if you let me out of the prison house, I promise you that I'll go back into a community that I helped to destroy. And with all the wisdom that I've learned, all the wisdom that I know, and all the added wisdom that you're going to give me, because it takes wisdom from you in order to go out and save a dying community. And so it's a question asked in the scripture. It says that who would give life to the bones when they are rotten? Huh? Who will give life to our young 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old kings who don't know that they're kings yet, but they living in situations, they living in environments, they're hanging around people that has study been decaying them in the deepest essence of them, in their bones, in their bone marrow. And so I'm summoned by God to go out there and help him breathe life into the bones while they're rotten. And so, Dominic, I want you to think about this question that I'm about to ask you, because I want you to answer it correctly. And I want your answers to be so accurate to, if somebody fact check this, that they could find it, right?
Yeah.
What was you and I initial conversation when you first time you ever seen me and I ever seen you? How did that take place?
I mean, I walked up in here. Me and my grandma really got into it. She had brought me up here, and I asked to speak to somebody, and then he was here. Then we spoke, and then tell him what I was going through, what I wanted to do to myself, and then he was like talking to me, made me I realized that ain't the plan for me, and then we became close after that, like an uncle to me.
So let me ask you two specific questions. The first question being, where did your grandmother bring you? And the second question being, what was your mindset? You say you was going through some things. What was your mindset when you met me, as well as Brother Thomas J?
My grandma, she brought me to the Circle of Brotherhood, and when I had met him, my mindset was in like a place where I wanted to kill myself. Like, I didn't really want to be here, and when I did want to be here, if I wasn't selling weed or doing no bad stuff, toting a gun, it made me feel like a person for real. So yeah.
Great. That was nice and precise. So lastly, since the day that we met, that your grandmother brought you here to the Circle of Brotherhood at 5120 Northwest 24th Avenue, where we have a 58,000 square foot school with trades, with assistants. And since you came here, this day, what have your accomplishments been since you came here after coming here wanting to kill yourself?
I mean, I got me a paid internship, so now I'm getting me some money legally, and um, my mindset a whole different place. I'm meditating and stuff. I never want to kill myself. I know I got to do stuff in the world, so it's just like, and I'm controlling my anger better. Like after my car crash, because I thought I couldn't really control it, but now I'm controlling it better, and I got it.
Great. That's the work. Last question. What does the word or the numbers 10x? What does 10x ring a bell to you, and have 10x? Tell me something about 10x.
So basically, with 10x, you wanna like think of something that you wanna do, and like whatever you really wanna do, like what you passionate about, just 10x it, like times it by 10. So basically, I want $1 million. Nah, I want $10 million. That's like a little example for it.
Great analysis. So I want you to think about 10x, and I want you to collaborate those numbers in that Roman numeral. I want you to, what does that mean to you in relationship to Grant Cardone?
So with Grant Cardone, basically, I wanted to have me some type of connection with him, and me 10xing that in my mind is me getting an internship at the Grant Cardone facility. So that's 10xing that in my mind.
So were you able to actually go to the Grant Cardone Center? Were you really actually physically able to go to that place?
Yeah, I'd have been there like 2-3 times. I'm finna go back August 1st.
Okay, lastly, for real, what, in a nutshell, what did you get out of going to Grant Cardone headquarters?
I mean, I used to want to be a real estate developer. I talked to a couple people there, a couple millionaires, billionaires. They told me, like, they asked me what I actually want to do. I told them, they was like, that's not real estate developing, that's real estate investing. And they helped me kind of like, they guided me to see what I really wanted to do. And then after I've been there, I got a couple notes like in my book. So like now I can say, oh, somebody want to do this, that. I ain't gonna, oh, you can't do that. I'm gonna be like, oh, here, this how you do that. So that's just, I'm helping my family out a little bit more.
So once again, metaphorically and spiritually, combined with my boots on the ground, I'm the type of person that stands at the gate of the graveyard to tell my young people, you can't come here. This is not for you. The graveyard can't have you. And so because my love for my nephew, this brother here is not in the graveyard. And our young people, family, they don't want you talking at them, man. They don't want you breathing yourself on them, man. They want you sit down with them and you talk to them and you ask them, how can I help you? Because they are brilliant. Their vibration is so high. And when we give them that baby talk, bro, they not receptive to that, bro. And so, like I said, I stand at the graveyard door. And when I see my young brothers, I'm like, the graveyard can't have them. And we save lives nearly every day. It's people like Dominique that comes to our facility 2 to 3 times a week wanting to end their whole life. And then when they come around the circle of brotherhood to brothers that understand that the rotten bones, once we get them to shaking and rattling and moving and bring life back in them, that we can heal them all the way down in the core of their bone marrow so they can come back out here and help us raise our people. Thank you, Brother Dominique, for coming on Sunny Day 305 Degrees podcast. And we're going to follow your progress and let them know what kingship in progress with consistency looks like. Peace.